All right, what's up, everybody? Today we're jumping right into it. We got to wake Frankenstein here up, move her across the driveway, shuffle some cars around so we can get this thing washed so it'll dry. So tomorrow I can sand and primer it. Next day I can sand and paint it, and so on and so forth. So let's get her started. Hopefully we can get her started. She hasn't been started in a while. She doesn't have a battery in it, so I'm gonna have to rig something up to move her across the driveway. So okay, so I'm definitely not proud of this, but it'll work. The reason why I can't just throw this battery in it and just hook it up is because the positive and negative are switched, which sucks about these cars because most of our other vehicles, like all the trucks and stuff like that, they're switched. So we can't use, like, this is a boat battery, we can't use this battery in it because the positive and negative are switched. So, but it'll work. Little sketchy burnout for you guys, but I gotta give this thing a wash because I was drifting it in the yard. Did that a few times, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a wash the whole bottom of it really well, get all of it off. Probably use like Dawn or something on it, nothing fancy, definitely nothing with wax or nothing in it because I'm gonna be painting it. So get all the mud off of it, scrub it, and let it sit here overnight and dry. Okay, so today I'm kind of running out of daylight. It's in the evening. I had to do a bunch of stuff this morning, and then my cousin came out to paint some side skirts or whatnot for his car. So I'm kind of getting a late start. It's cool. Hopefully they're saying tomorrow's weather's supposed to be a little bit warmer. I at least want to get the bottom of the car sanded today. I was hoping to get it sanded and primered. But I think I may just primer it in the morning, and hopefully by evening I can wet sand it or sand it again or do whatever, and then paint it. So we're gonna go ahead and try sanding this down, getting this sanded before it gets dark. I know the sun's still up, but it's later in the evening. But I like this car because I was just able to wash it and leave it sit. Okay, so I'm way behind schedule on this thing. I was supposed to have this thing sanded and primered last night, but I ran out of daylight because I had to do some other stuff. So Scotty ended up sanding the inside of the vents, and then I got the back bumper almost done. I got a little bit more. I gotta go around and do the rest of it, and then once I get it done, I gotta go through the there's like a little right there. I gotta go through and I gotta sand all that, and then I gotta clean it off, tape it, mask it, cover it, and then we can primer it, let that dry. Hopefully it'll dry today. It's a little cool, and then we can sand it if I feel like it, which I'm probably not gonna sand my primer because I'm just gonna put a thin layer on, because the bottom of this car and all of your 300ZXs are textured just like that, and I don't think it'd be worth it to sand it. So we'll just primer it, and then I'll seal it, and then we'll paint over it. So okay, so I went ahead and lifted the front of the car up so I could get, hopefully, as much as I can under the side of the car there. So hopefully get under that front bumper too, because the back bumper I didn't have no problem because I could get the sander under it too, sand it. But these under here are gonna be a problem. So slowly but surely. I don't think it's gonna be the greatest. I'm definitely not sanding it the best. I'm just sanding it to try to get as much of that black crap off, or scuff it up the best I can. So hopefully the white paint and the clear, or the primer and stuff like that, will lay halfway decent. But if it doesn't turn out perfect, that's fine, because it was far from perfect before. I know the white paint's a lot harder to lay and harder to make look better, because the black definitely hides a lot of mistakes. Like, I don't know, like, it's not perfect. Just take my word for it. But I definitely think the white will look better. If not, then we tried. I took it's like a sanding wheel for my drill, and I hit the pinch weld with it. And I come across something that looks red to me. Wonder if this car is painted before, as I know it's got some sort of crap going on there, which I'd like to pull off. I'm kind of scared because I think if I pull it off, it's gonna reveal a bunch of crap that I don't want to see. So, but this is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to. This sucks so bad. About to fall asleep laying on my creeper. Ugh. Okay, finally this thing, I got sanded all the way around. Well, I tried to sand as best as I could. Gosh, that's so tiring. I couldn't be a body guy. I can't even sand a fraction of a car without griping and complaining. But she's sanded. Hopefully we can freaking put some primer on this thing, get it tacked up. That way we can get this thing painted and done today. 'Cause I want to get this thing done. I want to see what the whole thing is going to look like white. It's going to look sick. Alright, so the reason I took the fender liner out is because I'm going to put tape back here. That way there's tape here and I can paint all this. I'm going to do that all the way under the pinch weld, so I'm going to put tape on the back of the pinch weld. That way I can paint the whole pinch weld and everything. And then I'm going to lay my line here with a piece of tape all the way around the car. And then I'm going to cover it. That way all I have is that exposed all the way around the car, so I can paint just that without getting overspray on anything else. But I went ahead and took out the fender well. Like I said, I'll lay tape back here, and then my plastic's gonna come and it's gonna tape to it. And then when I get my plastic taped all the way around it, I'm gonna cut on the tape with a razor blade and pull all of the plastic off where I want to paint. And that way this is exposed, so I can paint that. You'll see. What I got is, I got some rags and I got some alcohol. What I'm gonna do is wipe everything that's gonna get painted off, and everywhere that there's gonna be tape, I'm gonna wipe all that off with alcohol, let it dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna start taping. But I'm gonna put you guys on a little time lapse, that way you can see the little process. Okay, so now you get the gist. Basically, this is all sticky. So when I lay my plastic over it, this will stick to the plastic, and then I can cut on the sticky all the way around under the bottom. Cut it all off. That way, this is just exposed. Alright, so an hour later, I finally got this stupid thing taped off. I actually didn't get the whole bottom, or the whole back taped off on the bottom, but I'll deal with that. But now I'm gonna get everything off the car that's on the car. I'm gonna take my plastic that I got here, and I'm going to cover the car and make sure the tape sticks all the way around on this. And then we'll go through, we'll cut along all the sticky on the tape to cut this off, and that way it exposes all the stuff I need to paint. But my cousin's on his way out to finish painting his side splitters, or his side splitters, his like the side skirts for his car or something. And I don't really feel like running to town to get more plastic, so I'm gonna wait for someone to bring me some, and then I'm gonna help him, get him going on that, and then I'm gonna cover this and hopefully prime this, let it dry. That way here this evening I can paint it and have it done. That way it can somewhat dry. So hopefully we can get it done. The whole bottom of it. I'm gonna sit here, let this dry. I'm gonna let all my primer dry, and then once it's dry, I'm gonna come through, seal it. The sealer makes it tacky for the paint to stick. I'm gonna sealer it, and then go ahead and paint it. Okay, so I finally got the thing sealed. I sprayed it with some sealer. So it's tacking up now, but I wanted to come out here and show you guys what I've been working on in the background of the video, more or less, kind of like in between working on that. These are for my cousin's car. He's got a Dodge Challenger. He's got a Challenger. These are like the side skirts or whatnot for his car. They were all like different colors and bowed and whatnot, but he wanted them to paint them one color, so we went through the process and they're all one color. So he's happy, I'm happy. But I gotta get this car done here in the next hour, because today's Scotty's birthday. Scotty's the one that owns S2000. You see him sanding on the white Z with the Eliminate jacket on. So today's his birthday, so we gotta go over to his house and have some dinner this evening. So I gotta get this thing done. I gotta spray some color on this thing before we go over there. So let's get to it. Oh yeah, I'm not a painter or a body guy. I got this car dirt cheap, and I'm pretty sure it looks better than what it did, but it's not perfect. So if you see it, don't nitpick it, because I know it's not perfect. I know I didn't sand it perfect. I know it's got some rough spots. So it was mainly just a split decision thing. It already looked like crap. It was already spray painted by a spray paint can before. So why not make it white? So that's what we're doing. This can's spraying like crap. I'm first just doing a base coat, something to just kind of turn it to color. So this coat, it's not gonna be perfect because I don't want it to run. Since I got one run starting already, because I'm not used to this because the primer and whatnot, that stuff's thicker. Not bad. Oh, it's definitely brighter. Definitely brighter than the car. I knew that was gonna be a problem, but who cares? We're painting it. All else sells, I'll just paint the whole car white. Rattle can the whole car. Let's get the other bumpers. All right, so I'm gonna do this little YouTube magic thing again, like you seen in the last video. She's white. Look at that. Definitely whiter than the white that's on it now. I don't know, man. I kind of digging it. I definitely like the all white. It just sucks that it's a different white. And I know it's not perfect, but let's get this thing done. I'm gonna go ahead and just bang it out real fast, so see you in a second. It's a good... Now, what would you say? 15 feet? It's a good 15 footer. No, it's white. It's really, really white. It doesn't look all that great right now because it's just the first layer, but honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. We may have to paint her black again. I guess there's one good thing about it, me painting it black again, is it probably look better the second time I've done it. I dig the all white though, just if it was the same color. And right now you would definitely tell it's spray painted. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going, hopefully it'll get better. Like I said, I'm no painter. No painter, I'm no paint prepper, I'm no body guy. None of that. But she's definitely gonna be white. Alright, so it's getting there. The second coat looking a little bit more promising. Snake. Definitely looking a little bit more promising. I wish it wasn't so freaking windy. I'm sorry about the wind noise. I'm sorry about my painting skills in this wind as well. It looks good. If it dries and it turns a little bit darker, that would be freaking sweet. That would be perfect. But it's a lot brighter than the original white, which it may look all right once it's done. It may look cool once it's done, or I may not like it at all. I may just tape it back up, paint it black. Never know, but I definitely like it all white, 100%. But like I said, I hope that white kind of tones down a little bit. That way it becomes a little bit darker, because you could tell that white versus that white. I know it's covered, but looks good. I'm gonna throw another coat of paint on it. They're all waiting over there at old Scotty's birthday, so they're all waiting on me. They're eating, and I'm sitting here painting the car like I have been all day. So you can really tell the difference there. But let's give it another coat. See how she looks. All right, well, the third coat's on. And it looks pretty decent. I have one run that's noticeable. It's right there. It ain't terrible. I definitely like the all white better than the black, but it is very much a different white. It may look a little bit closer once I untape it. And once I untape it, it may look a little bit better. My dad said something about maybe putting a black stripe between them to maybe offset them a little bit so you can't tell as much. So I may try that. I may go and get some like black pinstripe or something, some thick black pinstripe. That may look good. That would look cool. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You think I should put a black stripe or no? If you guys think it'd look better, I'd do it. But it looks good. Like I said, it's definitely a 10-footer. All right, now that I got a mess everywhere, I clean everything up. I gotta head out. I'll come back with an update. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I want to show you guys this thing uncovered, done. So hopefully I can hit a window where I can get this thing unwrapped after this dries, where the weather's decent, and I can show you guys how it looks. My dad did point something out. Like I said something about the black stripe, which when I painted it black, I painted over where the stripe was supposed to go. So when I painted it white, I painted over the black. So if we were to do that, we'd have to strip the top layer, and I should have just painted it from the middle of that thing down, but I didn't. I painted over it. So black stripe may not be all that great of an idea, but we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll do a thick stripe. I don't know, but we'll figure something out. I gotta go head. Like I said, hopefully I'm gonna let this thing dry outside, obviously, but I'm gonna let this thing dry, and then hopefully we can hit a window in the weather and show you this thing unwrapped. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so it's the next morning. This thing turned out pretty dang good. Like I said, I like all white, but I know it's a different shade, and I'm not a big fan of the different shade of white, but it does look good all white. But I'm ready this morning to see it unwrapped. I got out of bed this morning. It's still wet outside because it rained overnight, but I'm ready to see this thing. So I'm gonna get straight to it and tear this wrap off of this thing. One last look wrapped. Dude, it actually looks pretty good. You can barely tell. Barely tell on the front anyway. That's sick. Not bad. Honestly, you can barely tell. That's crazy. I'm so pumped on this. This is sick. I mean, you could tell a little bit of the different coloration, but I love the all white. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You think it was worth painting the bottom of it white, or you think I should have left it black? The black looked really good, but the only thing is the black clashed really bad with the ground and with any black wheels. So the white, I think, looks a lot better, and I think will not clash as bad with the road. That looks incredible. Makes the rest of the car look like crap. I should have just did the body work and painted the whole thing. But that's killer. Alright, well, so let me know what you guys think about this. If you thought it was cool, me painting the bottom of the white Z in my mom's driveway here next to the house. Probably got a bunch of overspray all over the... No, look at that. We're golden. Oh, whoops. Maybe a little bit. But this thing's sick. So I was not expecting it to actually come out as good as what it did. So that looks sick. But for sure, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can know when I post, when you get the notification. If you're not subscribed, because I know like 70% is not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, put your Gmail in there, put your whatever in there, make an account, subscribe, tell your grandma, tell your friends. But no, I'm kidding. But that'll be it for this one. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.